want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you.
Counter-terrorists win. Loot Bet. Made for live betting.
And welcome everybody back to the UCC Summer Smash. We are ready for another map. We are ready for Vertigo. It is going to be, of course, one hell of a battle coming up, as Vertigo is inadvertently a pretty crazy map in its own right, and we have seen it yesterday when we casted Nordawind, and it was a tough one. It was a very tough one. I gotta say, Vertigo as a whole has been quite a shock. SJ, they played well, but they were unable to really close it out in the end. They had a bit of a turmoilless performance. Certainly perhaps adjusted or more so happening because of the map or something of the like. But it is going to be Vertigo. It is going to be, of course, our second map and potentially our last one for the first best of three, as we do have Nemiga facing off Tricked, a map that might actually give an upper hand here for Nemiga. They've won it. They've played it 5 times, won it 3 times, and it had been a successful performance by them. In any case, I think, yeah, the pistol, it's going live. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready. The pistol is live. We will find out right now how it is all going to turn here. Tricked. They got 2 maps played officially, whilst 5 for Nemiga. But it is going to be a bit of a big blow. It's going to be a fast play from Nemiga towards mid. They're focusing their efforts towards it. Smoked to mid, and now it's a B split. Borup gets 1, but it's Bubsky that is lost, as MDS is coming behind to clear the angles. Borup is not expecting MDS right next to him. And Nemiga, they find themselves 2 kills before long, and 1 minute 25 seconds remaining. Nemiga are not even close to being done yet. It is looking like a great pistol start and an excellent map pick for themselves. Ooh, Akor though on the line. It's a 3-on-3. This is doable. Akor, if he gets 1, perhaps more, it could actually work out. 2 players from the angle. They're both missing their shots though. Hunden gets 1, but Hunden is lost. And Akor left 1-on-2. This is it. This is a clutch round for the main opper. He's got Kevlar, but no kit. He goes for the engagement, gets the kill. Back to a 1-on-1. Akor, though, will be halted by MDS. And unfortunately unsuccessful in his retake and his endeavor. 2-0 should be coming up Nemiga. Once more, opening up with the pistol victory. Finding another kill in between. It will be perfect for them. Obviously, if they're able to pull it off. This is it. A bit of an engagement here. It's a force buy by Tricked. A pretty big commitment. And they lose Syash. Bubsky down to 56. Not looking too sweet. Borup with the scout. Oh, nice shot. Drops the bomb. A 4-on-4, minute 10 seconds. Nemiga have the time, but they have to make the play, and they're gonna certainly go for it. Robo gets himself Hunden, clears off short. That's gonna allow the push to be a little bit more effective. Lollipop with the second as Borup shuts down once more MDS, but it's of course the Molotov that kills him in the end, unfortunately, in Nemiga. I think this is 2-0 still. It was a close call there by Tricked at a moment or in a split second. But it's 2-0 and another eco for Tricked. Vertigo, a map that heavily favors the T side, by the way. Statistically speaking, Vertigo is heavy T side favored. And it's kind of a surprise the way they changed it up to this point already, and they have yet to change it right now. Kind of comes as a bit of a surprise to me. Oh la la, okay, but oh, Borup team kill. Ouch, Akor finds himself one more. Wait a second. Tricked. They deal quite a lot of damage early on, and it's an eco round, mind you. This could potentially turn for the better. Hunden pushes down, gets himself one more. Looks like 2 AKs can be gathered, but oh, Jo. Okay, I mean, Jo comes from the flank, but it's like it doesn't matter. It's a refrag immediately back into a 2-on-2. Nemiga. They slow it down, though. And MDS, he's waiting in hallways of A. Oh, Robo so close. Down to 19. If Borup had survived and only Hunden had died, then we could see some hope for them. But unfortunately, in the end, it's not meant to be. 3-0. And it's an excellent start for Nemiga, as always, as expected after they win the pistol. You know, this is what you see out of Nemiga consistently when they play Vertigo. Something we can't deny is that they're pretty damn good on it. An AWP on Akor. There's the sound of Robo will shut it down. Oh, Borup holding mid though. He's keeping this alive. Hunden gets the second as he helps him hold it together. Tricked playing very relinquished towards a site. They realize it's difficult to retake, but it's also not always the option of an aggression. And Robo, he's so wise to the push coming from behind. Bubsky will be caught trying to get that flank in, and Syash will be boosted most likely by Hunden. Oh. Ouch. Nemiga. Couldn't have been better of a beginning for them. Oh, Borup is dead. Yeah, he is. Syash, 1-on-3. It's a save, or at least close to. I mean, a retake is going to be not impossible for him right now. He doesn't really have the kit. He doesn't have... Well, he has a smoke and the AUG, but in reality, he has nothing much of anything else, and that should be the retake coming in. Excuse me, a save coming in. Robo, though, 3 kills, and so good in the entries. And delivering across the town. So, this is not looking too sweet. Tricked. They will go for an eco, almost certainly. They have to. There is no point in buying up, trying to waste all of your money once more for the good price of nothing, or for the good gift of nothing. The AUG can be saved, and obviously the AUG can be used to a certain extent, and I would definitely like to see it being used aggressively. 4 players towards A. I like this. But the AUG is left towards B, I believe. Bubsky's still there. Or Mr. Syash, excuse me. No, he's got the AUG himself. Borup gets 1, and Akor with the second. And this could work out. They got themselves a few kills. Robo, though, so fast. He gets 1. Robo! Oh, it's too good. Too good of a player, man. Too good of a player. An excellent performance by Robo, as he shuts it down completely. Disconnect from Akor, presumably going for a restart of his game. Yeah, he's back already, so no big deal. Bubsky, though, he's not going to be snuffed out yet, but certainly not in a good position in any case. I mean, he's got Kevlar to save. That's about the only hope he has left. But he's about to die as soon as mid is spotted. Yeah. Jesper, you might want to expand on your question a little bit. Not sure what you mean about that. 5-0 though, tricked full buys here. Akor on the up, finally. We do have a few AUGs to work with, 2 kits. So far, utility-wise, tricked are pretty strong as well. They can put an end to the early B push. Bobski, though, gonna go aggro. So is Borup. That's a lot of aggression coming out early on from Tricked, and I like it. They take the head. Almost if they take the lead, excuse me. They try to put themselves in at an advantageous position, and certainly they're succeeding at it. They pulled Nemiga off of B completely. 2 players in mid, 3 players towards A. Oh, Jesper, that's just classic Robo. Something I've seen so many times from him, I'm not even surprised at this point. He's so good. He really is. 3 players towards A, though. Tricked of reading this as an A push, and they're correct in thinking it's an A push, but MDS... Damn, he snags onto Borup. This is actually a critical kill, because now Nemiga can choose to go back towards B if they wish. They do not need to commit towards A. They certainly should be aware, okay, this is a lot of A presence. And look at this, 1 player already going back with the bomb. He's gonna walk it, he knows. And they certainly know. Nemiga's hitting B. That's almost a certainty right now. At 50 seconds in, oh, Robo! He's wise to the angle, shuts down Sjush, and it's all eyes on Tricked. A 5 on 3. And this could be the ending for Tricked. This could be where they're gonna have to take a hard, decent look at their game right now. MDS. He confirms the fact now Tricked will be saving 6-0 and Nemiga. What a wild turnaround. A stark difference from that of Nuke, where they got 4 rounds in a row and then it was Tricked that were able to tie it back together completely. And even take the lead. In the end, Nemiga did turn it into a 7-7. For only Tricked to take the 8th. But the second half was equally so, quite close. Overtime being drawn out and all the good jazz. Tricked saving themselves map 1. Well, they certainly will have this chance to save themselves map 2 as well. Akor a double already from the same angle. He's just kind of waiting for them. But Jo, I like this. Pre-fire. Shut down any chance of a save. No op means no buy. If they had saved the op, perhaps we could see an AWP, a rifle drop from Akor, 1 from Bubsky, and we could have seen a buy. But instead it's going to be ecoed. Has to be. There's not much money left on the side of Trick. They have to keep themselves economically viable coming up for the 8th. Hassan, I am from Slovenia. Where you might be from. Where might you be from, I guess, is the correct way of phrasing that. But Jo. Oh, entry again. It's pistols and Kevlar, though, so shouldn't be too much of a challenge for Nemiga. We see... Oh, Lollipop the spray, Sjush. They know it. $7-0. In a convincing performance from Nemiga for the first half. I gotta say, no matter how this ends... no matter how this half ends, excuse me, this is an excellent show from Nemiga. Full buy. Akor on the AWP. Once more, a single M4A1S, the rest with AUGs. Or the AUGs. And Nemiga onto the road of victory. They plow. The full buy is vital. Tricked cannot afford to lose it. This would spell most likely 10-0 in favor of Nemiga, or at least close to being something like that. Tricked starting to run into dire trouble. Oh, the 3 boost. Or the 3-man boost. I'm loving it. Absolutely. Unfortunately, Nemiga decide to go B. That is the... the worst possible timing to try a tower boost. But oh, he smokes himself into that one. He's probably gonna try and swing through it. No, he's holding in the corner. Jo checks it smart enough to realize there's probably a player there, at least close to Akor. Oh, nade! And Akor burns one alive. Actually, that's a Molotov kill on Jo and a nade kill on Box, but still, a 3-on-3. No plant means Trick do not need to push, but Lollipop shuts down the first, sees the shadow of Hunden, takes him out, and now spots the third, and Siash will fall. Lollipop sipping on that lolly. And a hat trick to finish it off. Feels like we're watching Messi right now. A young Messi, 8-0, and Nemiga are outplaying Tricked on all angles. Both execution-wise and, well, I guess you could say duel-wise. Crazy time. 9-0 should be on the board. This is an eco round for Tricked. Thankfully, they did not force up. Oh, Probo, what a shot. Jo. There you have it. 9-0 confirmed. Bubsky, he might get an exit frag. He does. Beautiful pre-fire. This is turning out to be a pretty poor show out of Tricked. Thinking perhaps this map might be a little bit easier than they imagined. It should be noted that Tricked have practiced in Vertigo. They have set themselves up for this map. They might not have many officials played, but they certainly played them. Oh, aggro this time. Works out. Siash finds the second. Oh my, might this be the first round that Tricked actually win on? It has to be. We gotta be honest here. Their money's not too good. It has to be the first one they win. MDS gets himself a reftack though. Still Tricked with a man lead. This is where it could turn wildly back in their own favor. Oh my god, MDS though, a second kill. 3-on-3, Hunden with an AWP. Oh, he's gonna... Oh, he misses the flash. He's gonna blind him at the right time, at the most unopportune of times. And it's MDS to push out, finds himself a triple. And it's Akor to refrag, a 2-on-2. Siash and Akor, the two men you can certainly call, or more so rely on. Can they save it all? Nemiga. 9-0 though. This is as bad as it gets. Tricked. Could we be seeing a 16-0 result on map 1? I think that'd be as devastating as it gets. Jo faking B. He's selling it hook, line, and sinker. And Tricked will buy into this, obviously. They don't really have much of a choice of anything else. The rotation should be coming in slowly now. Tricked, you should realize, guys, this is actually A. Please give the rotate to somebody. You need information. Tricked are going to stick together. Balls to the walls. They'll be committing to the B hold. Now, once the bomb is planted, they realize that they will start their rotation. Respect to the fact that they are sticking together. That's the important part. As long as they stick together, as long as they try to retake together and are not isolated in their duels, they are good to go. But it's gonna be a difficult one. Jo with one Akor, good refrag. He knows where Box is, but he can't really shut him out. He has no angle of attack he can work with. And Akor, he's gonna pull out the USB. This hit the headshot, but it's not enough. 10-0 and another eco, and 11-0 should be coming up. Nemiga. Vertigo seemingly being their best map by the looks of it. This is turning out to be a pretty stark difference to that of Nuke. The performance out of Nemiga has been out of this world indeed, Umbessa. You are correct. Box. Will be denied his any early entries. Gavin, hello buddy, good to see you. Oh, the Molotovs though. You aren't getting out of there alive, mate. This is a pretty difficult fact to accept for Tricked. It has to be. They allowed this map to be in the pool, yet they're being thrown around like babies. having 0 of anything in their bank. Box. Oh, yeah. 5 men surviving. This is the best possible case scenario for Nemiga to start off your second map, and this best of 3 potentially closing it out in the third map. This is pretty much, you know, this is an excellent setup. 16-0 into momentum of third map would be map breaking, series breaking, absolutely ball breaking for Tricked. If they can pull it off, if they'll be able to, of course, close it out still. This is a long way off from 16-0. I mean, it's getting closer, but it's a long way off still. 4 rounds can be picked up. Whew. Tricked, we'll see. A tough one, definitely. Bubsky still hasn't bought anything. Could we be seeing a second op? Certainly would like to see something like that. Maybe it's going to work out. It did work out at least a little bit for SJ. They fought better. They fought more valiantly, if nothing else. I'm not here, I apologize. My mic must have cut off. No worries. But Tricked, they desperately require at least 2 or 3 rounds here. It's as simple as that. They need to save themselves this first half. 4 rounds is a start. It's not much, but it's a start. It's what they can gather, what they can build upon that matters most. With 4 rounds, they can actually turn it on its head and really give us a nice second map. But it's a B hit again, Nemiga. They'll be committing all of their resources towards it. I see Tricked is already realizing this. The rotation is coming through. They're all pulling away from A. This is a smart choice. Just go for it. Bet on the fact that this might be B and you might just win it. And Borup, he's on the catwalk. He's being sprayed down. Still catches Box crossing through the smoke. Borup will die, but it's MDS that's tagged down to 1 HP. Bubsky, he holds the line, sprays it through a little bit. Doesn't get a second kill, but that's enough. A 3-on-4, 50 seconds. Nemiga finally having themselves an issue. They are a man down. They can't get onto site. Attempt the cross. Akor misses the shot. 3-on-3. And Lollipop finds the second. Bubsky, though, pushes through. Will grab himself JO, but still, oh my god, Syash, a 1-on-1. Syash! The spray! It saves Tricked. It barely saves them, but it saves them. The first one for Tricked finally, and we are looking towards a potential 4-11 still. Potentially a return back into this map as Syash saves it. And Nemiga, well, finally meeting their maker. Things could turn a little bit better now in the Danish favor. Syash, he's on A. There's going to be another player supporting it. Actually, they're okay. Oh, there's a tower in, but oh, they're ready for it. Oh my god, Box. He's expecting that boost. And he gets it easy. Syash. By the way, the reason why he didn't pre-fire it is because that boost was made behind the big box. So you can't pre-fire, or more so you can't shoot through the wall to kill the boosters. It would be a waste and a forgotten chance, or more so a lost chance. The entry is still in the favor of Nemiga though. Oh, Robo. Oh, he spots him. Yes, he does. Nemiga takes down Hunden. A bit too aggressive for my taste, perhaps you could say. The smoke certainly not covering his entirety, or the entirety of his silhouette. Oh, Robo comes in for a second. Akor and Borup. A 2v4. The retake has to come through on A. And it's gonna go. Akor has an MP9. Borup has an AUG. This would be a devastating loss for Trick. They have to go for it. MDS still on the other side of the map, though. Kinda dislike it. Oh, misses the shot. Robo! That's unlike him, and it's gonna be back to a 1-on-2. And oh my god, Borup Gets himself a second. Jo rise to the peak, rise to the aggression. Pop flash smoke. Yes. And the defuse. That's it. The defuse will come through. Borup. Oh my god. Trick, they win, even if barely so. And they lose Akira in the end, but they win the round. And they will pick themselves up too. It is a good start, if nothing else. But 12 or 11 rounds, excuse me, for Nemiga. It's still an excellent first half. We'll see if they can pick any more though. Tricked, they've got a full buy. This might be a bit of a weaker one. We've got 2 FAMASs, a UMP, an AUG, and a AWP. Still a crisis round though. And more so still a crisis as a whole. Hassan, oh no. Akor. As Box will find 2, it's Bubsky for the refrag, but it's not enough. A 4-on-3, and Nemiga look like they might be able to pick up a kill, or more so the round once more. Jo. It's just, he makes it look easy. Syash and Borup, what do? You do not have much to rely on. This is the 14th. You've got an op to save and an AUG. If you do so, you perhaps give yourself a chance to pick up 3 rounds at least. But, I mean, Syash can say his goodbyes already. And it's Borup, a 1-on-4. He's going to get nothing out of it even. 12-2 and a complete breaking point for Trick and their economy. They won the last round on Nuke though, at least that. So, you know, they can still win it with an eco here, but... Or more so, a force buy here. This is starting to look pretty... I mean, this is pretty weak as a whole. 2 rounds, it's not enough on CT side. Vertigo, no matter how a T favorite the map might be, you need at least 4 or 5 rounds minimum. Oh, MDS, a double for him. It's gonna be Borup with the return at least, but the favor is still in the hands of Nemiga. As they... Oh, Hakor needs to be careful. He's got an MP9, not an M4. Oh, Box! What? Jesus, what a fire, or what a pre-fire from Box, or reaction more so. That's pretty nice to see. And that's 13-2, that's the end. Borup, no chance he wins it, unfortunately. No kit, no utility, an AK, and 30 bullets in the magazine. He gets the first. Still gonna be a 1-on-3. And Lollipop, well, he's gonna make sure things don't get out of hand. 13-2 and a successful first half for Nemiga. And of course, a devastating blow to Tricked has to be. In any case, we'll be taking a short intermission between the halves, so make sure to check out the main sponsor of this tournament, of course, loot.bet if you haven't yet. But we'll be right back, as I said, after a short commercial break. So stay tuned, and we shall return pretty soon.
LootBet, made for live betting.
And welcome back, of course, into our second half, the second pistol. Tricked. It could not have been worse, but it certainly could have been better. Pistol round is live, and we'll see how they play this one out. It's gonna be a bit of a mid play. Okay, I guess that's how it's gonna be played out. Jo and Robo. They've got a boost by Robo, but it's gonna be checked by Syash. He's ready, as they will refrag for the loss of Borup. Syash finds himself a second, and it's an immediate action-packed round. We start off Tricked. Ooh, they jump down, but they go back towards B. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. They'll be faking an A play, and this might actually work, especially with Akir doing such an aggressive stunt like this. Drops the Molotov, takes a few points of damage off of Lollipop, and well, Bubsky, he clears off backline CTMBK. That's the round. That's the round, Nemiga. The pistol should be gone and nowhere near being able to be won for them. They have a kit, sure, but tricked. They're too good to let this one slip. Too good to let themselves be destroyed. So 3 rounds at least coming up, and it's a vital starting point at least. The first victory, almost so the pistol round victory, is the one that gives them the initial boost, the initial moral boost, I guess you could say. But the real challenge will be the gun round. It's gonna show how well Nemiga and both Thricht can compose themselves facing off real dangers, more so real weapons. But Nemiga, do they force? That's a better question. If they force and win, then we could be seeing a complete and not the loss on the side of Thricht. I mean, I've praised them for the great anti-ecos. Let's hope they actually keep themselves composed for this. Let's hope they actually go by their greatness and not by their, well, past mistakes. UMP Galil. Make it 2 UMPs, actually. Excuse me. 5-7. 2 Deagles. MP9. Oh! Wow! Lollipop! What? The pop flash, the spray down. It works out. 7 HP Lollipop. MP9 spray down against 2 AKs. And Nemiga might have just won a full force buy. Holy scheisse. This is... I am speechless. This could be the end of the map. Bubsky, what do you do? Oh, what do you do, sweet prince? The answer is nada. Nothing. Map 1 is gone. I can't believe my eyes. I really can't. A double spray down with the MP9 by Lollipop. I mean, it's as crazy as it gets in Nemiga. They'll be rolling the thunder. It's gonna be a force buy coming up from, of course, Thricht. What they can really do, I guess, the answer would be not much. They don't even have a single SMG, no scouts, no no rifles, no nothing. Akor, nice nade though, nice actual trade up there. Hunden and Akor both throwing their nades at the right time, at the right spot. They'll be getting themselves at least one. Robo, he's still on site though, and oh, he might actually prevent the plant. He's gonna check sandbags, gets the kill. He doesn't stop the plant, but at least he gets the refrag. 4 rifles should be easy for Nemiga. Box gets himself another. And it's back to a 4-on-3. Box down to 12. So far, looking better. Oh, Bubsky! No, Bubsky! He had a chance. He came from behind CT Castle. And he's able to snag a few points of damage, but it's not enough. Box pushes forward. That's 15-3, and that's the map. The loss bonus is not high enough yet for a Thricht to be able to buy up, to be able to get themselves an AK. This has to be the map. This has to be the ending now. It's going to be Overpass coming up next, and Thricht, they've got barely enough to buy UMPs. Akor, he goes for the 3rd as well, and this is quite devastating, gentlemen. Nemiga, what a turnaround. I gotta say, I'm surprised how well they're playing on their 2nd pick. And how well they performed. The radio nuke, I mean, it was a bit of a surprise, but holy hell. The entry goes to Thricht though. It's a 5-on-4. Oh, J.O. so aggressive. Tries to clear off B, and he does successfully so. Borup still picks up a kill on Lollipop, but Borup will be shut down by Robo as he's trying to peek out of A, trying to get a snag back. It's gonna be Robo that deploys the smoke even. This is perfect. Now 3 UMPs against 3 rifles. How does it work out? Well, Thricht, I think it's fair to say A might be easier, but it's certainly not gonna get any easier right now. Specifically with the fact we've got Nemiga responding, 2 players there. And they still got a Molotov on Box. He can throw it directly on site. Hunden will not be prevented from planting at least. Robo down to 17. But Box, the spray, actually finishes it off. And Robo... Oh, he sees Akor. That's it. That's the game. 16-3, gentlemen, I think. Unfortunately, Akor was the only saving grace left. Syash, a 1-on-3. And what do you do? The answer is... Get a kill? Oh, no! Get a knife! Oh! But it's not enough. Box delivers. 16-3. Final score. Map is done. And we will be going on to Overpass next. Gentlemen, we'll be taking a short break, so stay tuned. And we shall return pretty soon.